And don't forget to go out.
Mystic whispers echo through the halls. Old gods tremble, walls will fall. In the ashes lies the prophecy. Scars and power all inside of me. Rusty bridges fracture in the night. Desperate hands reaching for the light. I'm the message carved into your skin. Where the end is where we all begin. I'm the new cult of personality. Break the system, bring your sanity. Raging fire, burn the old decree. In the chaos, you'll be following me.
Hello, and welcome to a Thursday where we do random things and random nonsense. So here we are, as always. I am the king of all weirdos, JJ, along with my heterosexual life mate, Hefters, and then our friend Pete. Or that way, my bad. I had the ADD moment where I was like, wait, he's over here in my eyeball, but he's actually over there.
Yeah.
So I threw myself off there for a whole second.
I got this wet pussy on my lap.
I'm like, where's Waldo?
I know. Life sucks. Go away.
We've got Chantel in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Jimmy. And I got Pam, Tui, and Haley. What's up, guys?
What's up, everybody?
So yeah, we are here to chat and somewhat entertain, be fun. All those fun things that we try to do on Thursdays.
And motherfucking Pete.
Yeah, boy. Pete's in the tree.
Well, you know, I got to share the love with everybody.
Oh, I can't believe you'd send that to him.
Hell yeah.
So, what we're doing today is something like me and my brother usually do. We're still going to be ourselves. We're still going to be fun and whatnot, but I think we'll start off a little bit more seriously on a topic that I think a lot of us go through, and it's kind of fitting how actually the day kind of transpired in your case, because I was actually going to start this off with men need to talk about their mental health a lot more than we do, because that's one of the things that a lot of us do. Like, we go through shit and we don't vent it out, we don't discuss it, we just pull it all in. I am one of those people. I will suck everything in and never say a word about it, and then one day I will just turn on something and just sit here and cry for hours on end just because I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I feel like as children, we were like by our parents, like, don't bitch about it, just do it, this and that. Like, you don't really, as a boy, you don't really get that chance to be like, but that kind of sucks, or this sucks, or that sucks. Like, when you're a girl, the parents are a little bit more understanding. She comes home in tears. It's like, oh, what happened, sweetheart? But if you're a boy and you come home like, oh, what the fuck happened? Suck that shit up. You're like, okay, don't ask me what happened then.
Well, it's funny because I was actually not. I was lucky. I didn't have to deal with that. Like, my parents were always and still are always super supportive of like whatever going on, emotionally and stuff like that. So I never caught the guys aren't supposed to cry shit and stuff. Like, I got that from like my surroundings, like people that I was around, like friends who had like had not such, maybe not progressive, not the right word, but how about emotionally understanding, right? So, and I never got that because, as you all are, well, you especially are privy to, I cry a lot.
Yeah,
and I don't process things correctly,
which I think most of us do.
Yeah, and then when something will happen, and I'll just start fucking blubbering, and and it's like
Yeah, that used to be my problem. They hold everything in, and then all of a sudden I'll just blow up on like the person that probably I shouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That would happen. Yeah, like it used to be like my head's like a bad neighborhood, and I said, the only justice up there was a 357 justice.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a tough thing, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes people put on a facade, you don't even know what's actually going on in their head, you know?
Mm-hmm. I always
So,
compare it to Robin Williams, like how much he always made everyone else laugh, do all this, but we had no idea what was actually going on in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of not funny, but the way you said it is like, yeah, it's the ones that like are just seem like if they got the world by the balls, are happy, they like to be center of attention, goofy and everything like that, and then they go home and they cry, and then they have to deal with reality in their head, which is technically isn't really reality. Sometimes it's just what they think is, you know what I mean? Overanalyze things, I know I used to.
I still do that.
Yeah.
Some nights I'll just sit here and like I'll crawl in my head, and then about 2 hours into it, I'll text him. I'm like, "What you doing?" And he'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "In my head."
Never a good thing.
Yep, I'll just live in there rent free. I'll just crawl up in there, and then it's one of those things. Like I don't do it on purpose, but it happens more often than I'd like it to. I'm very self-hating on myself. Like I will just tear myself a new one. That's why when like somebody tries to like crack jokes or make fun of me, I'm like, you ain't gonna say anything I haven't called myself or worse than that. I'm like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. And it's one of those things. It's very hard to get through with those things because the way I process things is usually internally, and somehow it's always my fault, and it makes things a lot worse. I can imagine it is a scary place.
Well, for me, it's weird because like I don't even know I'm stuck in my head sometimes until like just like that one morning where like boom, like I feel happy and I'm like, damn, I was stuck.
Yep. And I think that's a weird thing that we don't realize we do sometimes. Like we'll be in such a funk, we won't realize it until a day when we're like, I feel really good today. Then you're like, wait, what happened to the last week then? And then you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. I've tried to get a lot better about the self-deprecation and stuff like that.
It's hard.
It is hard. It is very hard. And I know there's a lot of awesome things about me. Like I think I'm pretty fucking rad. I really do. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of like it's just one of those things where like, dude, it's so easy to fall into to bust your own balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just it'll happen to you with friends. Like friends bust each other's balls, right? Nipple dick.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And then it just kind of gets to be a thing at some point. And I think depending on how you feel about yourself for a lot of your formative years, I think that would also have an effect on how you view yourself and if you beat yourself up or not. And sometimes it's just easier to joke than deal with stuff. I always I make a lot of inappropriate jokes about a lot of inappropriate things, but I'm always like, well, I'd really rather laugh than cry. Even though I do a lot of the
I'll cry later.
Yep.
But it's and you just try to find the humor in a lot of things, but it comes off like bad a lot with the self-deprecating. So like I've been and I'm not perfect, I'm not, but I've tried to get better about it and stuff like that. But man, it's so fun taking digs at myself sometimes. It's like it's like one of those, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at?
Yeah, trust me, like especially with alcoholics, man. Once you get stuck in your head, bro, oh man, you know what I mean? Then you just try to drink it away, makes it 1,000 times worse,
Yep.
So, I wish I could, back in the day, I could just like go out, have a few drinks, have fun, but just snowballed, you know what I mean? So.
It tends to do that, unfortunately.
Yep. It's like, yeah, you got to slam a 6-pack before you go out.
Yeah.
Yep. The pre-road beers.
Yeah, the pre-gaming. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like everyone used to do that at one point, because even I used to do that, but now I'm like, no, I'm good. Like I don't need to do that.
So like 2 years ago, I was on my way to visit. A little over 2 years ago, I was on my way to visit my brother Eddie, who lived in South Carolina at the time, and my dad and my stepmom, who lived down in South Carolina still, and me and my brother Tui were driving down. Rob in the comments for everybody. And don't come back up here, please, Poopy. You're rubbing on all my. So anyway, on the way down, I get a Facebook message, like literally on our way to South Carolina for vacation. I get a Facebook message from a friend that a girl I used to date back in like grade school, like I hadn't seen since grade school and stuff like that. And because a bunch of us were still friends on Facebook, and the text message was like, I'm really like, are you okay? I'm really sorry about Nick, who was like my best friend growing up. Like me and Nick were like, our sixth grade teacher called us like the two-headed purple monster from Sesame Street. I don't know if you guys remember that, but like me and Nick were thick as thieves. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, Nick died last night. And I had no idea. Like, I didn't even know Nick was sick. And I found this out on the way, literally on the road to vacation.
I remember that.
And it was bad. And I was like, I tried, like, and I had the terrible mindset. And this is to make, kind of tie this all together, is I was like, okay, I'll drink my feelings away during vacation and deal with everything when I come back, which I did. And it was the worst idea. It fucking it made the next close to year like just an absolute like horrible experience. It was not the best way to do things, and it was absolutely the wrong idea to do. Like, it was like I had a good time while I was down there. Like, Nick was still in the back of my mind and the forefront of my mind because it just happened, so it was very fresh. But I tried not to let it
bring you down.
Tried to not let me bring it down. I mean, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't, on my thoughts a lot. But then again, you're slamming the beers and you get to fucking smoking and shit. And it's like, all right, I'll deal with this when I get back. Well, when I got back, man, and fucking just everything came. It was wild, man, and it was one of those times where I was like, I thought I was doing the right thing, or I thought I was doing what I thought would be the best course of action for that particular thing, and it turned out to be the absolute not best thing to do. So yeah, I get it with the trying to drink the feelings away and stuff like that, and just and it not being a very good idea at all. I can 100% speak on that experience.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that happened to me too. Let's see, when I was 28, one of my best friends, he was 26. He passed away, and it was my birthday. And I think I had a state test or something like that the next day, so I really wasn't doing much for my birthday. I just kind of turned off my phone and stuff, and then I get a call from his brother in the morning, and I was with my ex-fiance at the time, and she's like, Eric died, and I'm just like, I just didn't even know what to say. I just like rolled back over and stared at the wall. She's like starts bawling, you know what I mean? She's like, do you even care? I'm like, are you fucking serious? I was like, dude, I was in shock, you know what I mean? So yeah. I was like, what the fuck happened? And you know what I mean? Like, where the hell was he? So that was nobody knew where he was. He just ended up going to some party. Because I guess he had beer out in the back. But he didn't know, his father didn't know, so he ended up going to Cumberland Farms, ran into somebody, went to some party, and partied it up too hard, and boom.
That sucks.
So, that was pretty tough, So I think that at that point, that's when I think that's when I really started to like hitting it hard. I mean, his brother drank Coors Light. We were going through like 230 packs a day, you know what I mean, for the longest time, man. And then after that, man, shit. Just snowballed after that. That's how me and my ex there, we ended up breaking it off and stuff like that. So, but we still stay in contact though,
That's good.
So, it's always good. It's always good. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough.
And I think especially like you've experienced a lot of loss within not only your life but like the past year or so specifically. So, we're all kind of like, it's weird, man, because, when you're a kid, you see like your grandparents die or something like that. You know what I mean? So you kind of like get the idea of death, and like, I think there's almost kind of like a disconnection as Well, with I don't know. It seems when you're a kid with older people, you just kind of like are like, all right,
You
whatever.
kind of
like,
expect it.
Yeah, but then when it starts happening to people around you, and then the older you get, the more it happens to people around you. Or some people have like real fucking close calls with it, and you're just like, and it's like and it never gets easier. It never gets easier.
Not at all.
I think it's a different kind of weird, when it comes to people.
No, those feelings suck, man. When they start bubbling up, man. Oh man, I swear, I just pick up the Bible, man, because I'll just open it and just start reading and try to get my mind off of it, because I just if once I start thinking about it, man, I'll just cry all night,
No, I get that. And I think death for everybody processes death in their own way. And like, there's always these people like, oh, you can go see a grief counselor and whatnot. I was like, no, like those are one of those things that the person feeling the grief has to process on their own. Like they can't get through it overnight. Like that's something that they have to come to terms with in their own head. Because if it's like me, when I think about someone I've lost and I'm like, you were 7 years younger than me. I've done a lot more dumb shit than you ever did in your life, and I'm still here. Like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of tricks is this in the world where they're not here and I'm a fuck up and I still got through it? And then you more and more, and then it gets worse, and you drink more to push it all down, and then it like death is probably I can process almost anything kind of overnight. Death is one of those things that it holds on and it doesn't let go. Like my grandfather passed away in 2009, and I just finally came to terms with it and processed it the year before. And I finally was like, he's in a good place. Everything's good. Like it's time to like not be so down about that. Like get over it. And I did, but it took over 10 years to do it.
Yeah, man. With the time thing, yeah, that's crazy. Like I'd be sitting there thinking, like, wow, I was 9.5 years older than Heather. I was like, can you imagine that? I was like, dude, I drank every single day for 9.5 years. You know what I mean, of my life, and she, you know what I mean. I'm like, wow. I was like, then I can remember when I was 33, because it was just her 33rd birthday on April 7th, 34th, and I was just like, oh wow, geez, it's crazy.
Now, Peter, are you reporting in from a haunted hayride? Who says?
Oh man.
No, he's in a tree right now. Pete is in a tree.
Yes, I'm in the tree. Yep. It's all about nature, man.
I know. When you're not
this tree's awesome, man. I'm actually inside of the tree. You know what I mean? This tree's freaking. I call it the spirit tree.
Oh, that's cool though.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll give you a roundabout shot before the show's over.
Yes, please.
So you know how I'm one of those people that I see signs, connections and everything that happens.
Yes.
So when I was thinking about doing the show last night, I was kind of in my own head about us doing the movie, because I've been that kid who all my life was told I can't do anything. And when I would be like, I want to do this, my family would be like, no, you can't do that. I'm like, but I want to do this. Oh, you can't do that. So there's so many things. And then with my speech, I basically turned myself into that person who goes, yes, sir. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. And do whatever I had to do,
man.
like stay neutral with everybody, because I didn't want to have to deal with anything.
Yeah.
And I envy Travis for being the way he is, the way he can just look at someone and go, no, fuck off. And I'm like, I could never do that.
Yeah.
I don't know them. Like, even the thought of that scares me, to tell somebody that, like, just some random person I don't know, be like, fuck off. Be like, why did I just do that?
Oh, I'll do that for you.
I appreciate it. So I was going through my head with that, because I have a little self-doubt about myself in the movie, because even when we were just trying to do what we were doing for the photos, I couldn't get myself to stop smiling.
Oh, he'll get that right out of you.
Well, that's where it kind of reset me back to where I was last night, because then I was thinking about it. I'm like, oh my God, what if I can't stop smiling? What if no matter how much he's like, look terrified, I'm like, I'm so scared. And with that stupid grin on my face, then I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna murder me.
No, you'll do fine. You'll do fine.
But going back to the thing, because I went on a long tangent there real quick, but how I always see signs in things, the fact that I came up with this idea to discuss this kind of stuff, and then Pete reached out to you to want to come on the show today, and I'm like, that's kind of a weird one, because this is where my mind was going, and now Pete's here. And I don't know. It just like it all kind of synced together,
Yeah,
right?
man,
Like
it's weird how it happens, man. It happens for a reason, right?
exactly. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Holy
Jimmy
crap.
says, "I'm the barbarian that is going to lead to crush all
But
the
like you said,
enemies."
JJ, when you get stuck
Aw.
on that, when you get stuck in that bubble, you're like, what, and then you start thinking like, why can't I do this or why can't I do that? I was like, you know what, because especially when I started going through like a little checklist and stuff, what I want to do and all that, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do this. Okay, why was I so scared or whatever? And like the more and more you put yourself out there, the easier it was. I was like, I could have been doing this forever, but hold on a second, I was drunk. That's why,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
I've
So.
heard
So
a lot
I
of the
still got to
scary.
tell you about that comedy, the stand-up open mic comedy skit that I did at the Lark Tavern. That's funny.
Oh yes.
So what about you, Heft, on this subject?
Oh no, I was gonna say, I had some, but I forgot that you did the stand-up comedy thing, which was really awesome. No, it was. I was gonna agree with something that you had just said, and I'm kicking myself because I was like, oh, that's actually pretty close to something that happened to me, but now I can't think of it. So fuck it.
All right. Yeah.
It
So this comedy thing, I was like,
was
nah.
something positive though.
Yeah.
It was like
that he makes a checklist about all the things he says he couldn't do and why wasn't he doing it sooner.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes.
I'm
So
for the win.
one of the things I found out is the scarier it seems to do, like the more daunting a task it seems, or the the more scared you are to do something.
Mm.
Usually, the more rewarding it is. You know what I mean?
I know what you're
Like
saying.
you got to go through steps, but like when it's done, you're just like, oh fuck, that was awesome. Like I don't know why I was so scared to do this.
Like when I first hopped on with you guys and Tom and Amy, I almost backed out that day. I was like that nervous. I was like, it's like I can't do it. I'm gonna, and then now I do this every Thursday. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that proves one point.
Yeah,
it's right. Like, why wasn't I doing this sooner?
But that's a really good point. I think that you bring up, Pete. Is that the scarier it is, like the more rewarding, and you're just like, oh shit, like maybe I can do whatever the hell I want to right now.
Right.
And I totally look like I belong in Slayer right now. I'm just saying. Man.
Me, the guitar.
Kerry King.
Thank you. Thank you. I hit the bathroom. I'll be right back. Hold the show down.
I got Pete. We're good.
Oh, I said I got a pee. We're good. I'm like, wait, I'm going that way. Wait,
no, Pete.
Yeah, he's way better.
I never said that. You're both equals. Shh, don't tell him I like you better. I was talking to you. He doesn't know. But yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, it just rolled up in my head. I was like, maybe this would be a fun thing to do because I do enjoy this because it's my platform. I can do what I want on it. Nobody really tells me what I can and can't do. So I'm like, you know what? We're going to talk about men's feelings because we don't do that enough.
Yep. And it's perfect. You know what I mean? Shoot. Like I do. Let's see. An old friend contacted me. She's going through like a lot. She was like a girlfriend that I had, like freaking. Wouldn't even be able to say girlfriend, man. It was like freaking youth club or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like that girlfriend that you get a peck on the cheek kind of thing.
You're
like, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, so she reached out. She was like she's going through some tough time or whatever, and I asked her if she wanted to come to church with me and stuff, and yeah, she said thank you and stuff to the point where she got baptized and stuff, and it was amazing, and she really it just uplifted her just to think about something different, you know what I mean, just to get her mind off of that. Now she has something else to think about that's positive,
No, I understand that.
So it's great.
Get a peck on the peck. That's a keeper.
Yeah, that's right. Look at JJ. She came back after all these years.
Right? See, he's right. Man, smart. What can I say?
Well, she'll probably watch us, so I just want to give a shout out to Karen Roaster. What's up? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so I got rid of my Facebook. I think obviously or whatever. So I feel much better, man. But it just sucks though because I can't reach as many people. Like when I spread our last podcast there. You know what I mean? I sent it to like everybody and their mother. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
No, it was great, man. I mean, to be honest with you, I couldn't even believe, like, you know how you say, "Hey, we share this." You know what I mean? Some people just be like, kind of like, yeah, sure. Yeah, and you don't see it happening. You know what I mean? Then I go on. I'm like, a few weeks later, I'm like, holy shit! So it's like 80 something reviews. So I'm like,
Nice.
wow.
Well, thank you for that, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. I really enjoyed this. You know what I mean? Thanks for, you guys were like really like, that little foot in the door to make me feel comfortable. Obviously, if you watch that podcast, you can see I was freaking nervous as hell.
The first time I did it, man, I could barely talk. Like every other word I was getting stuck on. I mean, I still do like that. I still do that now, but like that first one was rough. And I was like, but after we got done, I sat here and I was like, I want to do that again. And then they had me back on the week after. And then they had me on again the week after that. And then by like the fourth week, they're like, you want to do this every week with us? I go, yes, please. And then it morphed into going off and doing my own thing.
That's great. That's great.
You light up tablet. Sorry, that's my iPad. It's on the tripod. I don't know why it just turned on. I was like, what is going on back there? So that was weird.
Haunting you from the other room.
Oh, he went outside to smoke. I just heard the door open.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, man. So when do I get my little picture on the special guest intro?
I was actually planning on making a new one of those soon. Well, I wasn't planning on making it, but I was planning on sending the idea and some stuff to my friend Jimmy to have him make it. But I was planning on getting together a new one soon, so I will definitely be reaching out to get something from you soon.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I can't wait to get your couch, man. I'm pretty excited to be there in person.
Right, I think that's going to be fun. That's why I said I need to get more of these shelves that hang on the wall so I can clean up a little bit more of this space, and we can get a small little couch in here, a little table, prop the camera up on a tripod, and just do it that way. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
Shh, don't tell, Travis. Well, thank you, Mom. I appreciate it.
Oh, shoot. I forgot what was it.
You're good. I was going to say we're almost at a half hour, so we can make this fun now. We don't have to keep it all gloom and doomy.
All right, let's do it.
Definitely do something fun. What do you do fun? It's this week. Do you do anything cool, fun, exciting?
Yeah. So I was on last Friday. So not this week, but Friday I was on my first big podcast. It's called Sober Strong. If you want to YouTube it, okay. I'm not on there yet because it's like a legit show.
Nice.
And she's got like 8,000 something subscribers. And people go on there and just tell their story, about what they went through with alcohol. And I got to tell my story and stuff like that. So it should be posted. I'll give you guys a heads up. But she said that she's a little backed up and they edit it. You know what I mean? So so it'll be posted sometime like early to mid-May or mid-May, I think.
All right, man. Yep. Yeah, definitely. Make sure we know. I want to check that out.
Yeah. Hefty, I was telling them about. I was like, I can't wait for like Bill and Ted's couch journeys, man.
when we get the couch back there and he can actually
that's really awesome. Yeah, when he brought that up, I was like, and you were the first person he brought up to. He was like the first person I want to have on the couch is Pete. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
That was the first
name. Awesome,
and the best thing, if I can get the room, the couch, the small little love seat out there is the one I'm going to be bringing in here.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that'll fit nice right there against the wall. Just sit there in the corner.
I don't know, guys. That's kind of scary, though. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'll be like the guy, like in Half-Baked.
Right.
Yeah.
What year is it?
Robert is what's important now, Thoroughgood. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. Stephen Wright, hell of a comedian.
No, that's great. That is great. Yeah, I was just telling JJ that my podcast for Sober Strong should be posted sometime in like mid-May or whatever, because they edit it and stuff like that. It's called Sober Strong, so I got to tell my story. My alcohol journey, what I can remember of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool, man. So I was trying not to, trying to stay on point, man, because the host there, man, she's a cutie. Yeah, her husband. I was like, Pete, your natural flirtiness, keep it down. We're talking about something serious. I was like. So I made sure that I said thank you to her and her husband for having me on, and make sure he edits me in a good way. Not too much editing though.
Shows your pretty side.
Beautiful.
his beautiful side. Yes.
So yeah, that was fun.
No, it's awesome, man. I'm sure you crushed that shit. And as soon as that becomes available, we'll throw links up or throw it on social media.
Definitely.
So
I'll
you can go
spread
check
it
out
around everywhere.
all his greatness.
That's awesome.
All
That's
hail the
awesome.
glory of Pete.
Oh, hail Petrus.
So what do you guys? What are you guys doing for Easter? Hanging out with the fam?
Yeah, me and Danielle are going to her sister's house to have Easter with her sister, her man, the new baby, and her mom. So it's just be like 5 of us. 6.
Yeah.
6. Yeah, no 5. I guess if you count the baby, 6. Whatever. Math is not my strong suit. Come on, I talk.
Oh,
I
neither is mine.
I talk. I don't do numbers. And I somehow repeat myself from the same joke I just said to make sure everyone else heard it, knowing there's a microphone right here.
That was good.
I was like, wait a minute, did I just do that? I normally only do that when there's not a microphone. I'm like, oh, that was a good joke. I need to get that out again. I'm like, oh, I am.
Oh man, yeah. The only math I knew is like, you know what I mean, like grams, ounces, and, you know what I mean, for my bags of weed.
Oh yeah, like, yep. Thank you, drugs, man.
Are all the fun terms a zip, a dime bag? You're like, oh, I know what you want. I got you. I got you.
Yep.
No, isn't it so crazy that like I would never think that like weed was like legal, like even like you know going for a walk and like smoking a joint like out on the People's Island or whatever. Just like I feel like I get all paranoid then. I'm like, yeah, I can't smoke during the day, man. It's all too weird. I'm like, and I'm all paranoid. I got a little bit of weed in my pocket. I'm like, oh shit, there's a cop.
Yeah, no, not at all, man. I love it, and that's one of the things about New York. One of the stuffiest, fucking expensive. Yeah, show that on camera.
Yep.
That's what I got.
You know what I mean?
I was like,
Yep.
a little bit. I got a lot of bit.
You know, I got my weed pen here. I got a couple bags of weed in my fucking bag that I bought over. But it's one of those things where it's like, dude, in New York of all places, like,
What's that, like a zip and a half?
it's great.
I think so. Yeah.
I'll fucking
Yeah, I used to eyeball it.
at work. The owner of the company knows I smoke like while I work, and my manager knows that I smoke while I work, and they don't care because they know I know how to do my job, which is great. And the wildest thing is, it's like I'll sit there and I'll be ripping a bowl before I have to be in, and I'll fucking have my windows down, and I will be just ripping a fucking bowl, and I know it smells good because I get good weed, and I know I'm high as fuck. And they're like, you can do your job. So it's like, all right. I'm like, what a world we live in. Like, how wonderful. And I'm very lucky with that too.
Yeah, my doctor, she she was like, do you need anything for sleep? Because I was having trouble with sleep. You know what I mean? I was just like, holy shit. At the time when it was really bad, like I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking die. I'm like, what the fuck? So, I couldn't sleep. You know what I mean? So, I eat my edibles in the house because I can't smoke in the house. And so she's like, you don't need anything for sleep. I can prescribe you something. And I was like, first of all, lady, or doc, I was like, you told me no kind of pills, nothing at all, no Tylenol, no nothing. You're pushing another pill on me. I was like, no, thank you. She's like, well, what are you gonna do? I was like, I eat my weed. She's like, oh, all right, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever made tea?
No, I have a penis, so I smoke it or I.
Well, okay. Anyways, I've got one of those balls, so every now and again, like if I don't want to like smoke before bed, I'll go make like a fucking thing of like tea weed, and I'll sit here and I'll drink it. By the time the cup's almost empty, I'm just.
Wait, you have one of those balls? What do you put weed into it or something? I need to know now.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yes. Sorry, I have a fucking hot pussy on my. Oh, and there goes Jack.
Oh no, I'm gonna be in your lap.
Holy moly! There's so much fucking what is happening right now.
Yeah, my brother, he makes the butter, so like I'll put it on a bag.
Yes, sir.
I was like, what do you do for lunch? You know what I mean? She's like, oh, sometimes I'll have a bagel and cream cheese that looks a little. I was like, green, and if somebody asks, I'll say it's guacamole. A little bit of guac in the cream cheese.
The putting weed. Yeah, right.
No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that. I'm just kidding.
I'll say no putting weed on balls down here. Jimmy says, "I'm sorry. I would love to get to the comments and bring them up, but I am being attacked by animals now." This cat is in heat. Leave me alone.
I miss my animals, man. I can't have a pet at home. It sucks. I want like a freaking goldfish at least.
Goldfish would be good. What's up, Nate? Hold on. JJ's coming back. Hold on. Let me work this out because now there's going to be a lab. Ow, fuck. Sorry.
So I think my lovely girlfriend who throws things away when I don't use them for a little bit threw them away. So there's these small little like steel balls with a little lock on it, and you put your weed in it, and it hooks to your cup. So when you go and like warm up your tea and ensues it with all the shit and the weed, and then you just drink the tea down.
Oh my god, your cat is balancing my beer. That's awesome.
Until it falls all over my floor.
Oh no.
Yeah. I had one of those tea balls. You know what I mean? Like for tea.
I think you threw them away. No, she does that. If I don't use it for a bit, she just assumes I don't want it anymore and then chucks it. Or she moved it where I can't find it and I'll have to ask her.
I would ask her first.
But I'm assuming it's the first option because after 7 years, I'm pretty sure I know what she does.
That's fair. All right.
She used to come in here at night and take one of my toys from my shelves and bring it in the room. And then she would laugh at me when I'd come in here the next day and I'd be looking around.
Where's my toy?
I'd be like, where's this one or where's that one? She goes, how do you know? I'm like, because I've bought everything that's in this room and I've touched it at least multiple times. I know what's in here and where it's placed. There's a reason. So when I'm looking at a shelf, I'm like, that's like a hole that's not supposed to be there and he's not on the floor. Where is he?
Yes.
What other kind of toys does she take out of your room, JJ?
Shh, we don't talk about that on air, Pete.
Mr. Sister Fister, which kind of looked like this. I was weird.
I was thinking the tentacle monster.
Oh, the tentacle guy?
So,
the tentacle guy? Yeah, that's wild.
My brother sent me one of those the other day, and I could have punched him in the face. And it's always him with that stuff, too. Like, I have friends who send me fucked up shit, but my brother's the one who sends me the most fucked up shit. And he goes, watch this. You won't be the same afterwards. So I'm like, oh, God, what is it? I'm watching it. And I'm at work, right? So I'm like in the cooler. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I text him, and I'm like, what did I just watch? He goes, I don't know. And I'm like, why would you send that to me? Like, why to me?
Thanks, Danny.
Little bastard.
Oh, boy. I don't know. Wild, man. So apparently.
Use code OGSON for 45% off on Adam and Eve. I hope somebody tries it. I really do. I really hope somebody tries it.
I would love that.
And if it works, please let us know.
Yes.
Then we'll totally all do it.
Yeah, you know what's awesome? 420's on Easter.
Yes, I know. I'm so fucking psyched about that. I was like, wait, what?
I'm going to eat so much food.
Yeah, I'm gonna
eat,
but it's great because
I'm gonna eat things that I'm not supposed to, like kibasi and freaking bacon and all that.
Hell yeah,
all the goodies.
Heck yeah.
That's all we do for fucking holidays, anyways. Get super high and eat a lot of food. So it's like this falls on 420.
Right. It's a dual holiday. Perfect. Jesus has been risen.
He has. Happy Zombie Jesus Day.
Yeah, Resurrection Sunday.
That's right. He got up for that fucking all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet.
Is it weird that it's also Hitler's birthday? All this falls on.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, JJ, you read my mind. See, I'm reading your mind too.
Right through the computer. We got this. But like after you said that, I'm like, wait, that's also that guy's birthday, and he's a bad person. That's a weird day to have all this fall on.
Yeah. Well.
Oh my gosh.
L'chaim.
As a L'chaim. Yes. Passover was already. That was like last week.
If it's a full moon, we get werewolf Jesus.
Wait, really?
That would be the shit.
Yeah, oh man. It's funny. Like my father, I think once said to like somebody like at the Polish club, he's like, some guy was like being an asshole or something. He's like, because he knew we're 100% Polish or whatever. He's like, yeah. So what do you think about Hitler? Like, stupid question, right? So you're gonna get a stupid answer, of course. So he's like, my dad's like, how else do you think we get the Jews out of Poland? I'm like, whoa, Dad. I'm like, holy fuck. Like that's not even.
Jesus.
Damn.
Well, he didn't expect that one, so.
That's fair. Wow, man.
I didn't expect that one. Damn. That ballsy.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Have you been to any shows, Hefty?
No, man. My show days are over. The only one that I went to recently was the Free Beer and Hot Wings one where I crushed it at Dirty Charades. Filthy Charades.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up getting all those videos and throwing them up on my channel soon because they're still running through their stuff, and there's only a few people that have seen that.
Cool.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I got up in front of 1,000 people and made them laugh.
That's really awesome.
Good. And I was wearing this shirt too.
You're saying a werewolf zombie?
No. Jesus is technically a zombie.
But then Travis also says
Well,
it's
right.
full moon, we get werewolf Jesus.
Right.
So is he werewolf zombie Jesus?
Yeah, dude.
Travis, that's our next movie. You are werewolf zombie Jesus. I will write the script. I got this. Well, you're gonna. We'll write the next one.
Oh man.
No, don't let us write the script. It'll just be a bunch of bad humor and fart jokes.
It's just
Oh,
all
dude.
letters. We just
Derp,
sat
derp,
from it.
derp, derp, derp,
Yeah.
derp.
Man, when I first got out of rehab down Long Island from the halfway house, I wanted to celebrate. You know what I mean? So I got my opening day tickets for the Mets or whatever. They got rained out that day, so I had to spend more money to stay in the city for another night. I stayed at this freaking ghetto Queens hotel. That was interesting.
Oh,
You
So,
brave soul.
yeah.
Queens?
You brave
Yeah.
mother.
Yeah,
What year was it?
Bradford or whatever. Bradford, Queens, downtown. Yep. But
lot of
and then I
Europeans.
went to the Gramercy Ballroom for the first time in Manhattan, and I got to see. I was like, "Is there any?" Obviously, there's a show every single day of the week down in the city, so I went to see this Viking metal tour. It was this band. Shoot.
Amon Amarth.
No, but they're playing with Pantera. Can't wait. Who the heck were they? Why am I drawing a blank right now? Obviously, I don't really listen to that too much, but it was awesome. TYR, this band TYR, they're both from like Scandinavian countries, and I don't know if you. I gotta send you hefty. There's a song called Pink Flamingo, by the band that played before them. Troll Fest. That's what their name was, man. It was freaking hilarious. They dress up in pink and whatever. They got pink flamingos. I was like, what the hell am I? I'm like, man, am I? I'm stoned, but I'm like, holy shit. It was great. But I got my Pantera tickets for SPAC. So, yeah, can't wait for that. You should come up to that, Hefty.
Who do you got left? You got Phil, and you got what? Vinny, right? Is it it's just Phil and Vinny left in Pantera?
No, Vinny died too. It's just Vinny and Rex. I mean,
Rex.
it's Rex and Phil, yeah, and Zach Wild on guitar, and Belanti, the drummer from Anthrax.
Okay, I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Belanti or whatever. I don't know how to say it.
Whatever happened to that one guy, Dimebag Daryl?
Oh, that didn't.
Whatever happened to him?
He's good.
Yeah, it was his anniversary, his death, whatever. April something. Yeah, it was crazy though because I seen them with their band Damage playing at Northern Lights, like the second tour date. They went up to Buffalo, I think. After that, and then right after Buffalo, they went over to Columbus, Ohio, and that's where he got shot.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I only bring that up because when I would meet people and that's all they ever talked about when they're like, "Oh, I love Pantera." I'm like, "Oh, like what do you like?" Dimebag Daryl. I'm like, "Is that all you know? Is the story
Yeah,
of
right.
Dimebag Daryl?" And I would get so annoyed. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of their music, but I know of it, and I'm just like, I don't care. I know what happened to him. Like, no, dude, you don't know. Dude was on stage and he got shot. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, we know that was all over the
Oh
place.
man, you gotta love Pantera, man. They saved metal through the '90s.
Yeah, dude,
They really did.
Cowboys from Hell and Vulgar Display, two of the greatest albums, arguably.
Yep. So yeah, Phil sounds better than ever, man. Being all sober and shit.
Oh, that's good.
So they were awesome down when I went to see him with Metallica over this, on Heather's and I vacation that we went down to. She got me that no repeat weekend with Metallica down at Giant Stadium.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was like, babe, yeah, there's gonna be like 6,000 people there. I'm like, she's like, what? I'm like, no, I mean, I'm sorry, 60,000. She's like, what? She had to go to exposure therapy at the VA, to deal with that because, being around people, she thinks everybody's like, the enemy or whatever. She had a PTSD moment in the freaking bathroom. That was scary.
Jesus.
So the cops were like, I think she's on drugs or whatever. I was like, nah, she's going through a PTSD moment because they got her phone somehow. She locked herself in a stall, and the the police called me. I'm in my seat. They're like, Pete, is your fiance Heather? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want to come down to bathroom C or whatever? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I get there, and I was like, he was like, I think she's on drugs, and I'm like, no. And then once I said she was in the military, some other cop comes over. He was like, oh, she served. I said, yes, sir. And he served. He's like, all right, what do we need to do to get her out of there? I was like, honestly, I just need to go in there, and she needs to hear my voice and touch my hand or whatever, and I can get out of there in 5 minutes. So we went in there, and it took a little more than 5 minutes, but I got her out. It was crazy, but they kicked us out, bro. I didn't get to see the full set of Metallica.
That shit.
Yeah, I know, but luckily I got to go. It was Friday and Sunday, so I still got to see them on Sunday. You know what I mean? So it was pretty cool.
Still sucks though.
Yeah, that really does.
The fact that their first thought she was on drugs too.
Well, yeah, not only that, but yeah, then they kick you out after that. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. For what?
Messed up, man.
Yeah, like she was in the bathroom. It's not like she was running around the halls or anything stupid. She was in the bathroom.
No, yep. That, but she served and like the dude served. So like there should have been some kind of like,
I understand, let it go.
Yeah. But yeah, that's wild, man. Although very indicative of the world we live in.
Especially the cops in New York.
Oh yeah, no. Well, they had the EMS and shit. If she didn't have her phone, she would have been taken. I'm sitting there with no money on me, no nothing in New York City. I'm like, what, it would have been crazy. So, but yeah, I got her out.
That's good though.
Yep. And then we went to this because we went talk about vacation, man. It was amazing. We went to this club. It's called Nowhere, the New York City Club or something like that. There's like a rooftop with like freaking a pool and shit. And like, there's like kind of like celebs all around. Like, it was expensive to get in there, and we booked it so far in between. You know what I mean? Before that, and it was wow. Talk about, I was like, I thought everybody was famous walking around. I'm like, who's that?
Can I get a picture, please? Can I get a picture with you?
Can I get one?
Right. So it was great. It was amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I got I got a picture of me, a little video of me in the limo, because she's like, let's get a limo. I'm like, you know how expensive a limo is in New York City? She's like, I don't care. This is our vacation. I'm like, all right. So we got a limo in New York City for 4 hours.
That's pretty cool, though.
Well, that's a cool flex, man. You got to send some. You don't have any of those anymore, do you? The pics?
The what?
The pictures?
No, I have barely I have the one on my Facebook. I have a few on my Facebook if you go on there, because I can't even get onto that. Like trying to get rid of Facebook is crazy. So if you go under my Facebook and you just scroll down, it's not too far down, and you'll see it. You'll see me like stretched out in this limo, and I played the Limp Bizkit song in the video. It's funny as hell.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome. I've been in a limo once when I was a kid. We had a book fair, and I happened to read like the third most books, and so I tied with another kid, and they didn't want to be like douchey, so like, all right, you can come too.
They're like, all right,
yeah, they're like, you can come too, and so like,
you were the penny case for the limo.
So we ended up going to like, Pizza Hut, like in like our town.
You went to Pizza Hut in a limo?
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. I was a kid
fantastic.
So it's pretty dope.
I've been in limos a bunch. Like, so, and I hate to say it, but like when we were kids, like, and specifically in Vermont, like any like dance or something.
Oh, you lived in one of those towns?
Yeah, it was Essex Junction, Vermont. So
I know exactly where you were.
Yep. Town.
I know exactly where you were.
We were all friends, so we would all like the parents would pitch in. We'd all get a limo that would drive us around fucking Burlington.
That's so sad.
And we actually, I think we went through a McDonald's in a limo one time, and it was wild, dude. It was fucking.
Because then they roll up to the back window, and then that's when they hand you your food.
Oh yeah, but it was great because like we were rolling through downtown Burlington back in like the early '90s, dude. With the fucking top open, and we're outside like douchebags. I don't know where Pete went.
Maybe his phone died. Because he popped off real quick. Like I didn't even see him move, so maybe his phone died.
Ooh, maybe phone died. Hopefully we'll hear back from Pete. But that was awesome, man. I loved being in the limo.
Cool as fuck.
And it happened on several occasions, like for dances and stuff like that. And always was just like, yo, I do not deserve to be rolling up in a place like this in a limo, but fuck it, because I am. And it was awesome. It was so awesome.
I never went to my proms. I had no like
I went to other people's proms. I never went to my own prom. I never went to my own prom. I went to other people's proms.
I didn't even want to go to my graduation ceremony. My mom made
What's
me.
that?
You know when you go and they hand you the diploma and shake your hand and act like they give two fucks about you? That thing.
Never did that. I was a dropout before then.
Nothing wrong with that. I ain't judging.
Hell yeah.
But like I said, no, I didn't want to go to that. Like my mom like forced me. I was like, I don't want to do it. It's stupid. I was like, they'll mail it to me anyways. Like I don't need to be there. And she's like, no, it's a once in a lifetime thing. I go, yeah, exactly. And I don't want to do it. I was like, but unfortunately, I wasn't 18 yet, so I had to go and listen to my mother.
Back when I used to strip, I did some limo shows. Hell yeah, bro.
Is it bad? I believe him.
No.
But I feel like he was like the Mick Foley of strippers, like the long black hair, the beard, and he had the cut off flannel with like the little black like.
Did he have like nip?
Yeah,
nip holes where his nips and stick.
He's
through?
like, yeah. I'm mankind.
Hi, y'all. My name's Jimmy.
Oh no,
I love it. Yeah, we're assuming Pete's phone died. But if he doesn't make it back in time for the end of the show, we love Pete. He's a great guy,
and he will probably be on more often.
Yes, we hope
so if he wants
often. Yeah, he's a really great guy.
I like his stories. He's got good stories.
He got a lot of them.
I believe it. Oh, I was sitting on my leg too long. My knees.
I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, temporal difficulties. I'm an old man.
Yes.
I have a grandchild now, so I can actually say I'm an old man. Oh, can I actually say I'm an old man?
How old are you?
I'll be 39 this year.
No,
I hate you.
I know. Most people do.
Well, we got 10 minutes left. What do you want to talk about?
Hi, Marcel.
Oh, hey, Marcel.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Someone's going to have a chat after the show, and it ain't going to be us.
I don't know. What are we doing tomorrow?
Now that Tom and Amy are coming on, I don't know. Because I was going to rehash one of the OG shows with them because I thought it'd be fun. But now I don't know because I don't know. So I'll have to rethink that. I'll still come up with something.
We on JJ's show tomorrow. So
again, we'll be back here tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow.
Well, not here. We'll be at his place.
Yeah, we'll be at our place. Yes.
I'll make sure to post it tonight. So all we got to do is sign in when I get to your house.
Yeah, that's no problem. No problem at all. Marcel, I want to apologize in advance for my behavior while we were shooting the movie. This way I give you a little bit of leeway on that and a little bit of lead time. And Jimmy has to read me bedtime stories.
Well, here's the thing that I think about when I think about doing the movie, because I think I said it. Did I say it last week or the week before where I told one of my friends about it? And then his wife told him a story about how people before went out to go filming and then ended up getting killed and never seen again. Or did I just tell you that when we were at your house that one day? I know I mentioned it. I don't know.
I know you mentioned it. Yeah.
So she was telling him to warn me that what if we both go and then we never get seen again? I go, well, at least we get to make a cool fucking movie.
That's true.
But then what you were just saying made me think about that and then go to this point that I feel like if they didn't know what they were going to getting themselves into, they haven't been watching the show at all. I'm sure they know what they're getting into.
Marcel says, just have fun. Yes, ma'am.
See what I said?
And I will tip my hat to her on that one.
I think they know what they're getting themselves into. We're not that crazy. We seem crazy, but we're really not. We're very chill old people.
No problem at all, Pam. Quick question. I didn't get notifications for your show. Thought I had fixed it. Any ideas?
Because she missed last week's show when we were on your channel.
Oh, are you subscribed to my channel?
I think so, yes.
Oh, then
I think she's got to just check her note.
Just check your make sure your notification bell has all
in not personalized.
Other than that, I'd be happy to send you a link to the show every week. That's no problem. Or whenever it's on my channel. So no worries at all. We are all crazy down here.
I like the accent you got out there at the tail end down here.
No, I don't know. I didn't know what I said. It is. Oh, okay, no problem. Then I don't know. I apologize. I'm not a big channel, so YouTube probably doesn't like me all that much, especially since I don't do it on a regular basis. Mine is like just I do 2 shows a month, basically.
Remember Travis there a couple weeks in a row didn't get mine either.
Yeah, so that's fine.
So it might be because we're smaller channels.
Make Branson beforehand. Hell yeah. I don't know what that means, but okay, I'm down.
Maybe that's where he used to strip.
Is Branson, Missouri? No, I don't know. Was that your cat talking to me?
I don't know.
Look at this dude.
He's a weird dog.
How are you even comfortable like that? He's got one. All right. He's fine.
So you understand what he's talking about. Oop. That is how my dog is.
Yeah, of course. You like as soon as you fucking make for a thing.
Because he knows the sound of cameras. Mom takes a lot of pictures of him because she says he's just a baby.
You're good, Bubba.
You're an ugly dog.
You are a mean motherfucker.
He knows I love him.
You're a god boy.
That's the way I show my affection. I tell him he's ugly. And annoying. Get away from the computer.
No.
The big yellow dog.
My buddy.
Hi, bud.
And then you got your cat and heat back there.
I know.
This is wild, man.
It's like jungle over here.
It really is.
Compared to your house, we don't have to deal with
right there. Yeah.
All right, go on. Go. Go, Jackson. Go on.
Oh, Missouri is a recreational state. Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Pam, good night. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.
Bye, Mom. Have a good night.
I'm gonna sacrifice Tucker for the movie. Okay.
Oh no, don't do that. Not the puppers.
Oh no.
Like
but yes, we will be live on JJ's channel tomorrow doing something fun with
Mama Marty.
Yeah, Mama Marty will be there.
Oh, she's gonna be stuck with us. Poor Mama Marty.
Yeah.
And Kerry, I guess, if she's not busy doing her stuff, because Kerry's super famous now. If you didn't know it, you should click the links down below for Kerry stuff, because she's like everywhere.
Groovy's in the basement, by the way.
Oh shit!
Bring him up.
I didn't see him. Thank you.
Sorry, Groovy.
I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, JJ, now when did you last let your heart decide?
A whole new world, don't you dare close your eyes.
A dazzling place, hold your breath, it gets better.
No one to tell us no where to go.
Good show today, guys.
Thanks,
bro.
So tomorrow, if y'all are starting at the 3 o'clock, the Tom and Annie time, I can come to the show tomorrow.
Ooh, okay.
And then we can be like, hey, you see those sexy boys on the screen? Those are some awesome guys right there.
Hell yeah.
And Jimmy, all you have to do is jump into his old one because they always use the same one.
We're still live, you know.
I know, but they didn't send me one.
You know, yeah, I use the same one, so it's the same link all the time. That I started my own little like side one where if you pay for it, you can start like your own like studio. So it's the same link every week. That's why I stopped sending it out. I was like, it's the same one. But maybe I didn't explain that, so that could be my bad too, Jimmy. So I do apologize.
But yeah, I was sitting there, I was making a steak, and I looked down at my clock, and it was like 2 o'clock, and I'm like, it hasn't started yet. And then it said 5 more minutes. It's like, ooh, 2:05. Look at that, keeping us on our toes.
Well, that and sometimes we get having a bullshit chat in the green room, and we go like a minute over anyway. So I was like, let's just do it like 5 minutes later. That way we got the extra time, and it worked because Pete didn't come back till like right before it popped on.
That's true.
That's good.
So it worked out. Can't believe Pete was in a tree.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, I was waiting for this. I was waiting for the spin around to see the whole thing.
Yeah, so was I.
He's in the basement.
That was like the good part.
Jimmy's
That's why
in the
I think his phone
basement.
must have died because he hasn't even come back yet.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy in the basement?
Not yet. No.
Let's see if he texted me.
He says just sitting here pouting, arms folded.
That's yeah. No, it's disappointing.
Yeah, he's not in the basement. It should be on the Facebook link or the Facebook message I sent you, Jimmy, the last time. Or did I email it to you? It's an either or, either email or your Facebook. I think I do both. Oh, okay. Hold on then. My bad. I send it right now. Now I'm a bad friend. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Don't hate me.
So it's official, guys. Everything for the movie is bought.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everything is paid for.
Just send it to
Everything's
Jimmy.
bought.
It's
Everything's
okay,
good.
by the way.
So all in all, it's been a pretty good week.
I think so.
And we start table reads next. It's gonna be so good. Everybody seems so excited. Everybody, I'm so tired to talk about this movie, but I love it so much.
Why are you doing the slow golf clap?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, I'm excited.
Yeah,
it's
see,
nice to
he's
know that you
good
got
for it.
everything for it. There's Jimmy.
Hey.
Got them two-timing me, sneaking around on these other streams and shit.
Hey,
Boy.
Jimmy, you've been putting out videos after videos without even mentioning me in them, so fuck you.
He has been spitting out with stuff almost
He's
every
like,
day
I don't know if
lately.
you know this, but art gallery, art auctions.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I watch all your videos. You may
Oh,
not
yeah.
watch all mine, but I watch all yours. And I was
Got
like,
there lurking around.
I was like, I guess he needs me to start being like his the mouthpiece out there,
Moderator.
start selling.
Yeah, I got to
Right.
start selling some art, man. I got too much of that shit piled up.
I think you
But
got a shit ton of stuff you could be selling, man.
yeah, I'm gonna walk out here and show you guys real quick before the stream ends. The location.
Oh, look, everybody, make them big, so everybody can see the location for the movie.
You got to turn it sideways.
No. You need to make his screen big.
Oh wait, how do I do that?
You just
Oh,
put
look.
him.
Not
Oh,
that
wait,
way.
I know. I'm sorry. I've never done that before. Wait,
Now
I broke.
move his to the first one.
Ah.
Now do it.
Oh, okay, now I see.
There it
Thanks, guys.
is. Look, my dogs have even brought some bones and shit in, getting it ready. There's
Everybody
Bobo
right
out
there.
there. Bobo.
There's
Come here,
going to be a
Bobo.
revival tent right there, and that's where,
Some
guys,
shit
it's going to get bloody.
Oh, look, man, they even brought a dead armadillo in the yard for us. Oh, these dogs.
They have armadillos.
It's so pretty there.
I'm so sold. I want to play with an
It's
armadillo.
so pretty.
No, you don't want to play with the armadillo. You'll get fucking leprosy.
It's
Yeah, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they're nasty.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that. My bad.
They carry
My fault.
leprosy. That's why we kill them, because they would kill all the quails and shit.
Oh, damn. They
they're
fucked
really
him up.
friendly animals, which is bad, but they are dangerous. Okay, so here's the
I want to touch
here's
him.
the mountains. It's just starting to get green here.
Jesus Christ. And that's
So-
all your property?
Yeah.
So
All
y'all
into
know
that pond.
when I was talking about the scene where I said I was like looking at the scenery and stuff and smoking a cigarette, that's the fence I'm going to be at right there, looking at those mountains.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I like that. That's going to be cool.
Man, we're
Yeah,
giving
but-
away way too much movie stuff here today.
The sun always sets right over there. So if you see my sunset pictures, it's always right there. And it comes up right over there, above the house.
That's pretty sweet.
And so the fence is where your property ends?
No. See down,
That's just his
see that-
yard.
see that pond down there?
No. But
Exactly.
I know.
It's like when you're on Pride Rock, it's like everything that the sun touches is your
Yeah.
land.
Yeah, all of this. We got plenty of room.
Well, at least we
all
know
of-
when the zombies come, we know where we're going.
Hey, Bobo.
Well, going to Jimmy.
So
There's
pretty.
Bobo. There's Bobo. Oh,
Oh,
he
you're
wants
like
a
a
hug.
baby.
Who's the winner?
Hi,
Who's the winner?
Bobo.
He's like, give me the back scratches.
Yeah, then all of these woods here are mine too. So we can do a lot of filming out there. Yes, Bobo, they heard you. Okay, I'll give you a hug. Yeah. There's Mojo.
Oh,
Come here,
there's-
Tucker. Get ready for the sacrifice, Tucker. Prepare
Oh, no.
yourself.
It's not even big enough to sacrifice.
Yeah,
We
I'm
got
just
no meat
looking.
on the
Just look. Oh, he's got meat. Look at that little fat ass. Look at him. Look at him.
Like, oh,
Look at him.
goddamn. Don't run from the Lord.
Don't run from the Lord, Tucker.
He
Run from the Lord.
says, God damn it, I'm fucking 15 years old. I'm fat as fuck. Leave me alone.
He's like, I'm trying to take a shit.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Yeah, we got all of this. All of this.
All right, bring us back up.
We're bringing us back up. There we go.
So
Well,
tomorrow, would you like us on or no?
Yeah.
Or
yeah, you guys can come on. That's fine with me. You know that. You guys are more than welcome anytime you want.
Oh, hold on.
well, now that Jimmy has a link.
Yeah, there's Rosie. There's the sweet girl. That's one Hefty's gonna fall in love with.
Oh,
So many pets will have to be given.
oh yeah.
I just see Hefty just laying down in the yard out there, and just dogs like all jumping on him, just giving them all the
I can
kisses.
I
imagine
can
it.
see that. I
Yep.
can see that.
And don't worry, when we do bust out the cornhole, I'm gonna kick everybody's ass, and then me and Jimmy are gonna team up, and we're unstoppable when we play together.
Yeah, you know I gotta set my garage right.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Good,
matter.
'cause I hate playing cornhole, so y'all are on your own. Y'all can cornhole each other.
I'll play, but I'm not good at it. I've only played like a handful of times.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let y'all go. I just wanted to pop in and say hi and say I'll be here tomorrow.
And I was
Love
just
you guys.
super. I was just super jealous that Travis was in and I wasn't. So
Well, now you're
guys,
come in whenever you want.
guys, man.
You know what? You better be nice, or I'm gonna start leaking your costume photos to the internet.
Who, mine or theirs?
Yeah, yours.
Oh yeah, mine looks good. Mine looks good.
Yeah, it does.
We all look
Right.
good. We all look awesome. All right, let's get out of here.
On
Alright.
that note, everyone go out there, be kind to somebody because you never know what's going on in their life, and your kindness might change their day. And yes, I might have stole a tiny bit of that from him, but that's fine because I paraphrase it in a nicer way. On that note, we'll see you guys here tomorrow. I'll think of something tonight to do, and until then, we'll see you tomorrow at 3:00.
Shout out to Pete. Thank you for coming on, Pete. We love you, buddy.
Hopefully everything's
Keep-
cool, Pete, and you didn't fall out of the tree.
Keep the faith.
I'll hit him up.
Keep the faith, motherfucker.
Keep the faith, brothers.
Keep it.